Shri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita कि निष्काम कर्म करो पार्थ, जो व्यतीत में हो गया, जो आने वाला समय लेके आएगा, उसका कंट्रोल आपके पास है ही नहीं. You don't own control over what happened in the past and what is going to happen in the future. आप बस अपना कर्म करते रहिए. When the world, and most particularly ESPN FC, were glazing on Real Madrid because their PR is absolutely insane, obviously, the time when Mbappe की न्यूज़ पक्की हो गई थी that he is going to join Real Madrid, a lot of fans took to social media saying how Real Madrid was illegal, how the team they've built around is illegal with Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Jude Bellingham. Nobody was noticing what Flick was doing at Barcelona behind closed doors. The pre-season they played wasn't the greatest start to their campaign. They lost to Monaco, they lost to other teams as well. Flick was understanding what the team needed. Intense training band वाले sessions चल रहे हैं, खींचातानी हो रही है, ठीक है. The players are focusing on stamina, they're focusing on heavy training, heavy metal band वाला work हो रहा है, भाग रहे हैं, insane sessions हो रहे हैं. If you're a Barcelona supporter and someone who follows and actually has subscribed to Barcelona on YouTube, उनके training sessions आप जाके देखिए. You will understand what Flick was trying to do, but because the world was so busy in glazing Real Madrid and quote unquote telling how illegal that team really is, nobody was expecting Barcelona to play the style of football and the results which they've produced over the campaign up until now, up until the Real Madrid game. Summer signings में Flick, when he came, everybody was expecting us to get a CDM. Go and look over at ESPN's channel how pathetic their titles are sometimes in their videos, and how pundits like Craig Burnsley and other people were commenting on the game कि अरे कितने पॉइंट से जीतेगी रियल मैड्रिड ला लीगा, how many goals is Mbappe going to score at the end of the season. All they were doing was just milking and glazing Mbappe and Real Madrid, and people had no clue what was going around at Barcelona. The season starts and Flick chooses Bernal as his defensive options. Rafinha was looking, it was being considered that Rafinha will leave the club, and photos of edits of his jersey with Nico Williams written on it were coming out. उस टाइम पे प्रॉपर हैवी मेटल वर्कआउट हो रहा है बार्सिलोना में. दे आर रनिंग, दे यूजिंग रेजिस्टेंस बैंड्स, प्रॉपर लॉन्ग सेशंस के वर्कआउट्स हो रहे हैं, ठीक है. बर्नाल को भी चोज एज अ CDM हु एब्सोल्युटली बॉल्ड ऑन गेम्स स्टार्टिंग ला लीगा, एंड देन ऑब्वियसली ही सफर्स एन ACL इंजरी. इन स्टेप्स मार्क कसाडो. Then we start beating opponents by these huge score lines. Pundits on social media said, these are teams who are low teams, ये तो छोटे teams हैं, इनसे जीत के क्या कर लोगे. Perform against big teams. ठीक है. Injuries happened in the international break like Araujo, फिर उसके बाद Frenkie de Jong injured हो जाते हैं. We already have Gavi who was injured for a year. ठीक है. Pedri comes back. Fermin Lopez had a sensational season with Spain when he went over to the international break, won the Olympics, and then एक गेम के बाद he takes up an injury, एक दो गेम के बाद he picks up an injury. Inigo Martinez steps up with Pau Kubasi as the pairing centre backs with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Marc-Andre ter Stegen was not having the best of seasons. He picks up an injury, and in steps Iñaki Peña in the most crux and the most crucial of weeks for Barcelona, where they play Sevilla, where they play Madrid, and where they play Bayern Munich. A year earlier, when we had a Clásico against Madrid, Jude Bellingham was seen dancing with Vinicius Junior, and they were celebrating and whatnot. Keep this in mind whenever Real Madrid plays well. and they face us in El Clasicos, the scoreline is not that huge. 1-2 गोल का डिफरेंस रहता है. 3-2. I remember the game ending in which Bellingham was credit जहाँ पे उसको ड्यू है. He absolutely balled on the pitch उस गेम में. And then they started dancing and celebrating when they won 3-2. Then comes this week. Barcelona beats Sevilla 5-1. The pundits say Sevilla is not a big team. ठीक है भाई, नहीं होगी बड़ी टीम. फिर आती है उसके बाद बायर्न को we defeat 4-1. Then they said the defense was not sorted, that Kim Min-jae and Upamecano are horrible defenders. We say okay, maybe they were, which they are not, but because of the intensity which Barcelona plays with, ऐसा लग रहा था कि हाँ भाई Upamecano और Kim Min-jae हैं बेवकूफ़ डिफेंडर्स. कोई बात नहीं. फिर आता है मैड्रिड का गेम. नाउ मैड्रिड के गेम में the game starts. Vinicius Junior wins a ball or two, couple of balls he wins, and then he looks at the crowd. Obviously the game is happening at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. He riles up his team. ठीक है, riles up the fans. ऐसे उठा के he's instigating the fans, looking for a response. Obviously Real Madrid closed their doors, they closed their roof, they try to make it a pressure cooker game. And with Fermin Lopez in the squad, we did not have control on the ball as much. We were playing well. It's not that we were not playing well in the first half, but Madrid was still playing better. They had their instances in the game where Madrid were so desperate in creating a scoring opportunity and trying to get that goal. And eventually Mbappe does end up getting a goal. And he goes over to the cameras. He is so stupid. He does not look at the offside decision from the referee. He does this because he scored a chip. He gets called offside. Barcelona end the first half 0-0. Then something magical happens. Frenkie de Jong comes on the pitch, takes up the captain's armband, replaces Fermin Lopez, and then it is just a different ball game altogether. He controls the ball, he sets up the tempo, he sets up the rhythm, he pushes Pedri into the cam position आगे, and then उसके बाद जो होता है it just becomes historic. Marc Casado, oh my god, Marc Casado played like prime Xavi in that game. He was sitting deep, he was making those tackles, he was winning the ball, and then at the 53rd minute the world stops when Casado gives a defense splitting, a line breaking pass. He breaks the line from the midfield, he breaks the line in the defensive area of the game, and he gives a beautiful pass to Lewandowski. सबको लगा offside है. A lot of people who I was following and watching streams online YouTube पे, they said अरे offside है. Folau Mendy keeps him onside and Lewandowski scores a beautiful goal past Lunin, bottom corner. Barcelona go 1-0 up. That is the point in the game when we felt, Barcelona fans should have felt, कि the game has now shifted. See, this is how Barcelona has been playing under Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick, because of how his defensive line is on the pitch, इतना ज़्यादा आगे है his defensive line, and a lot of players, no, not players, actually supporters and pundits on social media were saying कि इतना high line आप बायर्न म्यूनिख के अगेंस्ट मत खिलाइए, आप डोमिनेट हो जाएंगे. हरा दिया 4-1 से. मैड्रिड के अगेंस्ट मत खिलाइए, यू हैव रनर्स लाइक एम्बापे एंड विनीसियस जूनियर हु विल हिट यू ऑन द काउंटर. अच्छा, क्या हुआ? Real Madrid were caught offside 12 times in this game, in this El Clasico, and out of 12, 8 times Mbappe was caught offside. Out of those 8 times, जब वो उसके बाद वो onside हुए, Iñaki Peña just owned the dude. He made save after save after save after save, and he just owned that Ninja Turtle. This is the first game in such a huge while where Ancelotti was humbled. Because the Barcelona bench started celebrating, तो एंचेलोटी गए हैंसी फ्लिक के पास एंड सेड ऐसे मत करो. क्यों ना करें भाई, क्यों ना करें. जब तुम्हारे प्लेयर्स सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, तुम्हारे प्लेयर्स ऐसे ऐसे उठा के अपने फैंस को वो कर रहे हैं, वाई आर वी नॉट डिजर्विंग ऑफ सेलिब्रेटिंग लाइक हाउ वी वांट टू सेलिब्रेट. बिल्कुल भाई बनता है, हम तो करेंगे, मुंह पे आके करेंगे भाई. तुम भी करते हो, विनीसियस जूनियर भी करता है. The limelight of the show for me goes to Lamine Yamal when he hits that amazing right-footed goal past Lunin into the roof of the net, and he does the Calma celebration at the Bernabeu. No matter what you do against Barcelona, if you are Real Madrid, there is always going to be a time when Barcelona is going to thrash you. And this was one of the days. You doubted us in the beginning of the season. You doubted us when we played against small teams and annihilated them with big score lines. What do you have to say now when we have scored 4 past Real Madrid? Keep that aside. We have not conceded even a single goal. The score ended 4-0. Gavi came on the pitch, and as soon as he came to the pitch, Vinicius Junior का उसने गला पकड़ लिया. He took a yellow card within 5 or 10 seconds into the game. और विनीशियस जूनियर को उसने अच्छे से बता दिया कि व्हाट बार्सिलोना इज़, व्हाट द बैच स्टैंड्स फॉर. इट्स मेश क्वेन क्लब, इट्स मोर देन जस्ट अ फुटबॉल क्लब. आर प्लेयर्स प्ले फॉर द बैच, दे डोंट प्ले फॉर द मनी. व्हेन यू प्ले फॉर द मनी, यही होगा जो हो रहा है भाई. एम्बापे केम इनटू द समर ट्रांसफर विंडो फॉर फ्री. 0 मिलियन के लिए वो आया, एंड 0 गोल्स, 0 असिस्ट्स एंड 8 ऑफसाइड्स. 008 मे बी. How many of these Barcelona players were under the age of 22? I'll tell you. 6 of the players who played yesterday were under the age of 22. You have Alejandro Balde. Beautiful cross to Lewandowski, who scored the second goal. You have Pedri, who controlled and bossed the midfield. He was laying midfielders like Jude Bellingham, Kamavinga and Tchouaméni dead. Late रहे थे वो, and then obviously Tchouaméni decided to make that horrendous tackle on Pedri, and he still got up. Then you have players like Marc Casado who run on the pitch, and they are everywhere. Marc Casado is everywhere on the pitch. He was winning every tackle, he was winning every ball, he celebrates every tackle like he scored a goal. Then you have players who are 17 years of age in Pau Cubarsí and Lamine Yamal. Pau Cubarsí has just eaten Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Junior yesterday. खा गया भाई उनको. चेक हिज पॉकेट्स भाई, बहुत बहुत सारे प्लेयर निकलेंगे उसके पॉकेट से. सो इज़ द केस विद मार्क कासाडो. द गेम चेंज्ड एक्चुअली जब हांसी फ्लिक ने फ्रेंकी डियोंग को सब्सटीट्यूट करके ही पुट हिम ऑन इंस्टेड ऑफ फर्मिन लोपेज, बिकॉज वी नीडेड अ कंट्रोलर इन द गेम. वी डिड नॉट नीड अ ग्लैडिएटर हु वॉज winning the balls, because we had that in Marc Casado. When Frenkie de Jong came in place of Fermin Lopez, he pushed Pedri up on the pitch, और उसके बाद obviously that combination worked like miracles. Barcelona was completely annihilating, destroying, dominating Real Madrid in every aspect of the game. Whether you talk about, और एक चीज़ और, in previous games, if you're a ओल्ड बार्सिलोना फ़ैन, तुमको याद होगा कि हम लोग 4-5 गोल के बाद थम जाते थे मैड्रिड के अगेंस्ट. येस्टरडे ऐसा नहीं था. येस्टरडे आई रिमेंबर 90th मिनट पे व्हेन वी हैड अ ब्रेक, वो तो कल्टिवेट नहीं हुआ. डैनी ओल्मो एक्चुअली लॉस्ट पोजीशन ऑफ द बॉल, बट देयर वर 7 बार्सिलोना प्लेयर्स हु वर अगेंस्ट 4 ऑफ रियल मैड्रिड्स डिफेंडर व्हेन द 90th मिनट मार्क पे हम लोगों ने चांस बनाया. वी वर स्टिल लुकिंग फॉर मोर, वी आर हंग्री फॉर मोर गोल्स. If Lewandowski did not miss his chances, जो उसको इतने easy setters मिले थे from Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, the score would have been easily 6 goals or 7 goals. 6-0 या 7-0 हो जाता आराम से score. This is Barcelona. This is Barcelona when they play their absolutely best. There is no team in Europe who is better than Barcelona at this point. Manchester City, bring them on, I say. We've humiliated Bayern Munich, we've humiliated Sevilla, we have humiliated Real Madrid at their own stadium. We have clapped them hard. This is what happens when you underestimate a team, and especially a team like Barcelona and a club like Barcelona. इतने सारे लोग थे ना who made a video on the game before it started. प्रीव्यू डालते हैं भाई, ये लोग एनालिसिस करते हैं, especially pundits on ESPN and YouTubers like Yash Arora. Real Madrid will beat Barcelona. Credits to Hansi Flick, man. He has trusted everyone in the squad. He has given Iñaki Peña his chance. We signed Wojciech Szczesny for our goalkeeper position after Marc-Andre ter Stegen got injured. But the way he has instilled confidence in these players like Marc Casado and Iñaki Peña after giving them chances after chances after chances, it is just absolutely amazing to see how La Masia is still continuing to keep Barcelona on their backs. I'm so proud to be a Barcelona supporter, man. कल के गेम के बाद तो it felt like tears would run down my eyes, भाई. What a game, man. What a game. I mean, we showed the world that we were ready for Europe. I'm not saying that we're going to win the UCL this season, but La Liga, it's over. It's finished. Ancelotti, after the press conference, he said that the last time Barcelona defeated us by 4 goals, we won La Liga and we won the UCL. You really think you're going to win La Liga? UCL का तो छोड़ दो, चलो आप 2 लॉसेस तो आपके UCL में ऑलरेडी हैं, बट La Liga आपको लगता है with the intensity Barcelona is playing with, you have a chance? If in the Bernabeu you are getting beat by 4 goals, क्या होगा when you come to visit us at the Montjuic or at the Camp Nou? The score is not going to end at 4-0. 5-0, 6-0, 7-0 भी हो सकता है. सो कम प्रिपेयर्ड विद दैट मेंटालिटी, है ना, तो आप शायद गेम बेटर खेल पाएँ. अनदर डिजास्टर बाय एंचेलोटी वाज प्लेइंग बेलिंगम एट द राइट विंगर पोजीशन. जब आपको पता है कि एक इंजन आदमी राइट मिड पे खेल रहा है एंड इंस्टेड ऑफ प्लेइंग वेलवर्डे इन दैट पोजीशन, वेलवर्डे को आपने डीप सिट करवा दिया क्योंकि आपको डर इतना लग रहा था ऑफ लमीन यमाल, लेवेंडोस्की एंड राफिनिया मेकिंग दोज इन बिहाइंड रन्स. यू थॉट वेलवर्डे कुड स्टॉप देम. You brought on Modric in the game to have control of the game, control of the ball. Come on. Really? Where is your control now? Speak now, baby. This is Barcelona. And we will always have an upper hand on Real Madrid. I don't care if we win UCLs or not. हाँ भाई 10 साल होगा UCL को उठाए, but Madrid is never going to be our problem. We have 99 problems, but Madrid is never going to be one for us. Never. What a week for Barcelona fans, and enjoy these moments because आगे चल के when Barcelona gets consistent with these types of results, हम वो वाले एरा में चले जाएंगे जब हम लोग ला लीगा के सारे मैचेस फॉलो भी नहीं करते थे. आई रिमेंबर 2009 से लेके 15 तक आई वॉज नॉट अ मैन हु वॉज वॉचिंग एवरी बार्सिलोना गेम, क्योंकि हमको पता था ये लोग जीत जाएंगे यार, और अब वही होने वाला है. सो वॉच दिस मैचेस, एन्जॉय इट, ड्रिंक इट इन, गल्प इट इन, बिकॉज दीज आर द स्टोन्स ऑन विच वी आर गोइंग टू स्टेप एंड क्लाइम द लैडर अप. I see a UCL coming in this or the next season under Hansi Flick. It has to be. It has to be, man. What other team in Europe would you count as the best if not Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, apart from City? These are the teams we want to beat. These are the matches we want to see our team performing well. And it's happened. Visca Barca.